Hello, everyone. It looks like we're live again. I'm doing a little test here. So I'm going to wait for some people to come into the room. And when you come into the room, please acknowledge in the chat that I'm actually here and it's actually working. Because it stopped working for like 6 months and I couldn't go live. I was able to do it on my phone, but I wasn't able to do it on my laptop. Would someone join the live, please? And say hello. I do want to talk about something. My clock is going. Because before I was trying to go live and I thought it was live. It was reading live, but it was actually not live. Sounds good. Someone just has joined me live. Do me a favor. Say hello in the chat and let me know you're there. I swallowed my, there's 4. Yes, we must be live because there's people coming into the room. Yes, Jennifer, you can hear me. Yes, awesome. Well, there you go. We are live and it looks like there are a few in the room. There we go. Give me another thumbs up. Yes, you are live. Yes, yes. Yes. What's up? Hi, guys. Wonderful. Now that I know it's working, I'm going to schedule, greetings, Kim. It's great to see you. I'm going to schedule my Sundays again, 7 p.m. Central Time, starting this Sunday. Will be Sunday evening with Roxanne once again. I'm going to start that again. And I wanted to talk about something. For some of you, I know Kim, I know Jennifer, Kate, how are you? Thank you for letting me know. And some other people out there. So let's talk about something. I want to be understood from a subjective point of view. I have learned an insane amount of information from my master classes, from the information that I channel through Osifius and Sylvester. And the one thing that I can convey to you the best I can, despite every sense, every memory, every sense, and I'm talking about your senses, tells you that reality is objective, and I'm telling you, it is not. What you do is you create, great, Kate, what you do is you create images of things. I want you to maybe reference it like this. If any of you have a tall mirror or a mirror itself, but I think a full-length mirror would maybe bring it a little bit more home. I want you to understand that mirror is what you're projecting. So when you see another person, you're not seeing their image of them. I have an image of myself. I see myself. When I'm in a room with someone, telepathically, I'm aligned. When I'm aligned, they have a version of themselves that merges with my telepathy, my collective whole. Then I create an image of that person. So I see me one way, but everybody else sees me as they see me. They'll never see me the way I see me. I need you to understand the beauty in that. What we're doing here is we're not like human teachers. We're not like learning concrete facts that you can memorize and then employ in life and then get kind of results as you do with education, applying it to a job and receiving money and having a life. That's not what we're talking about here. It's not the way we learn. We learn vibrationally. Of course, we learn physically and we learn. We're not talking about humanity. We learn through vibration, through telepathy, through feeling, through vibrational interaction. So when we're in a reality and we are seeing all these things, this information that I gives you allows you to uncouple the standardization of cause and effect, space-time continuum, one earth, one timeline, one version of me, one version of everybody else. It starts to loosen the bindings on those ideas, because you really got to know that you're in your universe. So when you're in that mirror and that little bubble, that's as big as it is. When you look outside and you see space, you can see the horizon. There is no distance. Don't think for one frickin' second that there's a distance between here and there. When you get outside and you start to walk, you will feel and experience distance. You can look back and you can look forward. That co-created reality will validate it, but it is literally your bubble moving along, which is actually you're in the bubble right here in the center. You're this tiny piece of information surrounded by this bubble, and the mirror is wherever you look, right? And the mirror moves through you. You never move. You're not moving. You're projecting yourself into a reality that experiences movement. But you want to look at things from higher perspectives. You want to look at things from a different I am self. That kind of idea. And I've learned so much, and I'm going to do two things. No one has signed up for my Divinicus Path classes. So I think I'm going to do something different, because the information is incredible on that for the Divinicus Path. So if I don't get any signups by the 1st, I'm not going to have that class. What I think I'm going to do is either put a new series on YouTube with that, or I might start a Divinicus Path channel, because the information in that is so much, it's so incredible. It is in and of itself its entire new world. Now, also, I'm going to open back up the master classes, which I've had open for a while, and I took them off while I'm putting these Divinicus classes up. But no one's signing up for that. So I think I might open up the master classes. If you want to jump in on some of that teachings that Osipius and Sly teach every week, which once a week, $150 a month, great information for, valuable price, and all that stuff. So we'll see what I'm going to do with that. But I know so much. I live so much. I have to teach you this from a standpoint of, again, experiential. Because if I'm reading it and then conveying the version of that through my ego mind, then you're going to get a vibrational content that is subjective to the limitations of humanity. However, if I live these ideas, become these ideas from a subjective perspective of persona, of ascending master, of I am, then the quality of the teaching increases tenfold plus, and the vibrational input becomes more quality, becomes more idea. So that's why you want someone who is experienced. You don't want someone who theorizes. Okay? And I live this work. I live this, I bring it, I show it, and it makes itself known through the quality of the channeling and the work. So anyways, I'll work on my website, Cosmovision. Hey, welcome. I'll work on my website at the end of the month. If there's no one signed up for the Divinicus Path, that's a 6-week course. You guys can take a look at that. If I get a couple more signups, I got one person that signed up, but they're actually in my master classes. So that's not a sign up. They're part of the master classes, and you get those ideas I just wanted new people, folks. I wanted new folks. Okay. So, but if that's not an interest for you guys at the time, I'll open up the master classes at the beginning of the month. You guys can come back in for that if you want, and then I'll decide what to do with the 6 weeks of information that I have that I wanted to convey and put it out in some other way. Anyways, listen, I think that's very exciting that we're able to go live again. I'm so happy about that. To reiterate, we're starting back this Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time, Sunday evening with Roxanne. I will post it, and just know that that's back there, and that's going to be every week again. I do have the last workshop is for sale on the website. Click the website, and it'll take you right to it. That's the California workshop. You got 9+ hours on there of slides. Buford showed up, and Osifius speaking, some Q&A time, and of course the Divinicus classes, and of course donations. Since I haven't been live in 6 months, I don't get much donations. I miss them. But that's okay. If you care to donate, support the channel, you know what to do. Go to the website, donate on the donate button, and that is it. Everyone else good? Listen, Kate and Kim, and Jennifer, and Cosmovision, and anyone else out there who's watching, I appreciate you guys tuning back into my live. I was very excited. I got the little dingle, 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 and it said, hey, Roxy, time to go live again. It's all working, and sure as shit, it worked. All right, guys. I thank you all. We will see you Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time, right here on Odyssey of Ascension. And again, I am your host, Roxanne. Love you all. Until our next now. Thanks again. Bye, everyone.